Man, you're not going to believe what I found at Walmart. You ready running guns? Time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. Truck talking shopping days at Walmart. You'll never guess what I found at Walmart. This was a few weeks ago. I had stopped by Missile Base to give John a balsa crankbait I'd made, and I had stopped by the Walmart, which is right next door to Missile Baits. I was back here in the fishing section. I was looking for some weights for my balsa baits, and I was looking at the rod rack just for fun. And lo and behold, on the far right hand side, what do I see? Well, the first thing I saw was the price, about 80 bucks. I was like, what in the world do they have up here for 80 bucks? I looked up there, Falcon rods. I was like, oh, what? Falcon. Any of you guys not familiar with Falcon? That's a bad company right there, man. That's a bad fishing rod. And I was shocked to find that quality of a rod at a Walmart. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know they have the Lew's and they have the Berkeleys and stuff like that, but man, they're not Falcons, okay? They are not an American-made Falcon rod. Now, these are the Falcon Evo, and they come with the Fuji guides, 100% cork reel seat, which is huge. It's hard to find that anymore, especially at Walmart. Fuji reel seat, Fuji guides, cork handles. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude, for 80 bucks? Now, granted, the Fuji guys they have on there, I think, I could be wrong, but I think they're the Alkanites. But even that, you price the reel seat, the cork, and the guides just by themselves, and you're looking at, let's see, 20, 25, 30, you're looking at close to 40, maybe 40 bucks in guides, reel seat, and cork. And then you got the blank. Now, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I was impressed with the action of these blanks. I was impressed with them. I was impressed with the weight. I was impressed with the action. I mean, it's a Falcon rod. If any of you guys are familiar with Falcon, you know what I'm talking about. Falcon doesn't make junk. But to find them at Walmart, wow. I couldn't believe it. So, very next day I go online, I go on Falcon's website, so I start looking up the different models they make in that Evo, just for fun, just to see what they had. And come to find out that most of the rods they have are right up my alley. And I'm still going, wow, that's crazy. Doesn't mean I'm going to be buying any Falcons. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I was really surprised. So I went on Walmart's website and they have every model available. Like, okay. So my question is, are they made for Walmart? That's a possibility. Or it could be that that's just, that is their entry level rod. And the price point, they just keep it at 80 bucks. And I'm going to tell you what, guys, that price for that rod blank with the components you get on that rod, because I build rods, man, I know what things cost. You can't beat it. You just can't beat. That's a good deal. I mean, you're really getting just a stud puppy of a rod for 80 bucks. You really are. And this is not I'm not trying to promote Falcon. I'm just letting you guys know that You know, I remember back in the 80s when Falcon first come out as an American company. I don't know if these rods are 100% American made, but because of their track record, I'm going to assume that they are. Okay. Doesn't mean, you know, don't put me down as saying that they are American made. I'm just saying I'm assuming they are because it's Falcon. Okay. But because of the components that are on it, that also makes me wonder too if they're not fully American made. Because I want to tell you guys, the stuff that they have on these rods are premier stuff. It's not a cheap reel seat. It's not an EVA filled piece of cork with cork tape on it. Make you think it's cork, like what the Berkeley Lightning rods are. It doesn't have grab bag guides on it, all that kind of stuff. No, everything's Fuji. You just can't beat that kind of a deal. I just want to give you guys a heads up on that because some of you guys go to Walmart, some of you don't go to Walmart, and I will tell you what, that's the best rod. Bang for the buck. I'm gonna tell you, that's the best one out there right now that I've seen, especially out of Walmart or even at a box store. Bang for the buck. You can't beat that. Unfortunately, they don't have any reels worth of crap, any casting reels. I mean, I'm not a big fan of buying a bait casting reel in a plastic container, a clear plastic container that you can see on a rack. Not my view of a good quality reel. Now, some of you guys do buy stuff like that, and that reel's still holding up for you. All right, okay, go buy another one. But that's me. That's just not my way of buying a reel. But man, for a rod, man, that just burns a hole in my gut because I just want to get me a Falcon. Yeah, I can see my wife's look on her face when I walk in with another rod. You know how us fishermen are, man. We can never have enough rods. What are you talking about? But anyway, I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. So until next time, remember, new techniques are trendy, but bass never change. May the Father bless you and keep you in Yeshua's name, and as always, fish on.